You know what? The iPhone 14 in September event, that was so September ago. Let's talk about October because there's another Apple event on the way. Did you forget? Also, this is going to be sort of a long episode, so you're going to be sitting there on the toilet for like a minute. Alrighty, jumping right into this, story numero uno, and it's a doozy. We need to discuss this October Apple event because it's about to sneak up and tickle our balls while we're not looking. And when someone wants to tickle my balls, I look them right in the eyes as they do it. We are just now cleaning the last bits of September off our plate and all the tasty morsels announced and released at the Far Out event, and with that, the way is clear for October's Apple goodies. This event is going to be all about iPad and Mac, and oh boy, we're going to be busy little bees. For starters, we're expecting a major refresh for the iPad Pro line, and a major boost to performance with M2 making its iPad Pro debut, a piece of information that Mark Gurman and even some of 9to5Mac's independent sources can verify. This iPad Pro refresh is coming in two flavors. One, 11-inch iPad Pro bringing a basic LCD display, and a big boy 12.9-inch iPad Pro featuring mini LED tech as the main selling point. Expect both of those new models to has MagSafe in them as well. Also, we're getting an update to the iPad that I am most curious about, believe it or not, the 10th generation Normie iPad. I know, sounds weird, but this is the best-selling iPad every single year. So what this is, whatever this update is, matters. It's coming in hot with USB-C, finally! Eliminating Lightning from all current iPad models. Now just bring USB-C to the iPhone, Tim. You coward! Other than USB-C, the 10th gen iPad is getting a new look as well. That is supposedly pictured here. Looking to have some updated display tech with Retina, putting it on par with the most recent iPad Air model. We should also expect this iPad to pack the A14 Bionic chip, also something that is confirmed via Gurman and 9to5Mac. Of course, some of us, not me, are looking forward to an official release of iPad OS 16, like when that's finally happening. There's more than a handful of goodies, but the main attraction is Stage Manager. All I'm gonna say is do not screw this up. I don't know if you know this, but iPad OS fans are a rabid, nasty goblin bunch of people, and they will burn your fancy little house down, Tim, if you screw Stage Manager up, if it's still terrible. As for the Mac portion of October's event, all signs are pointing to refreshes for MacBook Pro, Mac Mini, and some anal analysts think Mac Pro could rear its head. Probably not, though. Okay, settle down, everybody. So, new 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pro models with a new M2 Pro or M2 Max make total sense. That's been a thing for a while now. A 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pro refresh would feature the same design as the previous models, which was great, by the way, and the snazzy new M2 running the show. I also think we shouldn't be too surprised with an M2 Mac Mini. But what's with all this M2 Extreme Mac Pro talk? Did everyone just sort of collectively forget that the Mac Studio was basically just released? For most people, the Mac Studio is overkill. So this Mac Pro has to be very, very special, especially since it's probably going to cost $1,100,000. We should also finally expect an official release date for macOS Ventura. So, yay! If they actually try to squeeze in a Mac Pro refresh, that's a lot of Mac for one little event, but I will allow it. Speaking of a lot for one event, we're also hearing some rumors circulating that Apple's mixed reality VR/AR headset could also be making an appearance at this October event. But the same people said the same thing about the September event. Listen, it is not, okay? It is not coming. But I am. What? Apple is having a dedicated event in January for the first time in like 11 years to reveal this headset. It's gonna be a big deal. Apple is gonna need a lot of time to explain what in the pudding sock this headset even is, let alone the ecosystem, the tech powering it, the new services, and the applications and subscriptions, and good God, it's not just gonna be thrown into the October event, okay? Okay. Can we just let this event be iPad and Mac, please? Isn't that good enough? Or are we going to get one more thing where Steve Jobs jumps out and goes, "Surprise! I was in Colombia the whole time!" Here's the thing. The lines inside the post office are usually filled with sticky people. I don't like lines, and I don't like sticky people. That's why I use Stamps.com. Stamps gives you access to all of the post office and UPS shipping services right from your own computer. It saves you a trip, it saves you time, and it saves you money. We're talking discounts on typical USPS rates and UPS rates up to like 86%. Whether you're an office sending invoices, a side hustle Etsy shop, or a full-blown warehouse shipping out orders, Stamps.com will make your life easier. Stop overpaying and stop leaving your house. Sign up today at Stamps.com/FPT and get a 4-week free trial, free postage, and a free digital scale. And of course, a huge thanks to Stamps for sponsoring this episode. And story numero lasto, which is hopefully a little less wordy than story numero uno, is about the ugliest duckling in all of smartwatch land. The Pixel Watch. Google posted on YouTube and tweeted out an official video showing off the design of the Pixel Watch in all its, glory. So, like, I don't want to be that guy, right? But this thing looks like, you know when you leave an Oreo in the car when it's hot outside, and you get back in the car and the Oreo is like all melted and gross? That's this. And, okay, it looks bad in its own right, but Google, how you gonna make something that looks worse than the renders that we released last year? Like, seriously. Have you seen my silhouette? Oh, I hate TikTok. Look at these 2013 pebble-ass looking bezels. What? You might not know this, but our render was actually based on a prototype that had significantly slimmer bezels. Like, the ones we saw did not look like that. Should I show you? I mean, what are they gonna do? Sue me in bezel court? This is just one of the images that our sources gave us that we used to create our renders. Look at what it almost looked like. The version we saw and based our renders on, and the version that Google is actually releasing. Did your plans for this device just get too big for your Google britches and you realize the Pixel Watch is gonna have to look like a melted hockey puck strapped to a rubber band? And speaking of our renders, Google, man to Jern, did you steal our shot? Did you? It's okay, just tell me the truth. Here, look, this is one of the shots that we made for our leak episode, and this is what Google did. Same angle, selecting the same watch face, and even using the same color background, bro. That's pretty similar, huh? Nah, it's cool. I won't be mad, really. You can tell me. That is fine. I will not be mad at you, but I will laugh at you. All the way to an Apple store to buy an actual smartwatch. And when someone wants to tickle... And when someone wants to tickle my balls, I look them right in the... Oh, come on, Brian, I can't say this.